What's going on, Scoop fam? Welcome back to the latest Scoopcast. You're here with Barbell and the Anchor, bringing you up to speed with all the latest in the space. Barbell, how's it going, man?
Going good, man. It is a big week. It's merge week.
Exciting stuff, mate. Exciting stuff. I'm sure we're going to come on to cover lots of that. What else are we talking about today, mate?
There's a whole lot of stuff going on. So I'd say biggest story is the ETH merge, but then we have some major coffee conglomerate entering the Web3 and Metaverse space. We've even got some alpha for you. I know it's been a long time. The market is a bit tricky, but we do have some alpha. There's some celebrity stuff going on. Can't wait to dive in.
Good stuff. Now, before we kick in, though, guys, make sure you smash the likes, hit the subscribe button, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the NFT Scoop newsletter. Okay, man. So jumping in first off, let's talk about Starbucks. So it looks like Starbucks have finally released some details around their blockchain loyalty program. Okay. And it looks like they're calling it Starbucks Odyssey, which I feel like there should be a film on its way. It sounds like it's out on Monday, right? And I know we've got some limited details of it so far. I mean, it looks like they're launching just off in the US to start with. And so Odyssey members, program members, look like they're going to be able to take part in games and challenges from Starbucks themselves, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So Starbucks Odyssey, I like what they've done there. They have, by using the word Odyssey, I think it really plays into both the Web2 audience, their general audience, but it's also playing into those Web3 degens as well, right? So, you know, you're going down a Web3 Odyssey. What I think is absolutely amazing about the Starbucks Odyssey, they are one of the most successful, or should I say, well, they are one of the most successful coffee brands in the world and coffee houses, but they have one of the most successful loyalty programs and one of the most used loyalty programs in the world. Now, they're now transitioning this into Web3. So that is some serious adoption going on there. We're talking millions of people being onboarded.
Yeah, man. And it's really interesting. I mean, it looks like they're saying as well that no crypto wallet is actually necessary for people to get involved with the program, which is got to be a fantastic step for actually helping people outside of the space get involved for the first time and kind of opening up their minds to sort of utilities and use cases for NFTs.
Well, yeah, absolutely. It's definitely going to help onboarding adoption because, like me and you both know, Web3 is going to be adopted when the technology is so seamless and so easy to use that people do not even know that they're using Web3. They don't know that they're interacting with NFTs. So by integrating their own wallet, what they're going to allow users to do is just seamlessly interact with Web3 without even knowing they're doing it. So it's a great move from Starbucks. I think what they've done is amazing. Obviously, it plays into their environmental and sustainability schemes as well. They're leveraging Polygon as a scaling solution. So they've hit the nail on the head on a number of different ways. One of the things is cool as well. So people are going to be they've got a really good incentive structure as well, because people are going to be actively encouraged to complete these challenges, journeys throughout the Odyssey. You know, people are going to be able to gain, they're calling them collectibles, but they very much stated in their blog, these are going to be NFTs. And the more NFTs you get, the more points. And there's some really cool prizes involved, such as trips to their farm in Costa Rica, group brewing sessions. So it's really going to allow, I think, that the Starbucks core fan base to really connect deeper with Starbucks.
For sure, man. It sounds like a really, really efficient flywheel. Starbucks set challenges, right? By completing challenges, users unlock NFTs. The more NFTs you hold, the more points that you can earn through your purchases, essentially.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's a really
smart
good
move.
It is, mate, and it's huge. I don't think that people quite have grasped how big this really is. You know, we're going to now see loyalty programs from major corporations leveraging the same technology. You know, Starbucks are really carving a path here, and I'm sure we're going to see a domino effect now of major corporations adopting the same technology and implementing Web3 into their loyalty programs.
Yeah, I mean, it's just going to grow exponentially from here, I'm sure. And it looks pretty cool as well from the release. It sounds like the majority of the proceeds, or maybe all of the proceeds, are actually going to their partner program, which I believe is a charitable foundation. So that's good to see. That's good to see. Although I've got to say, Barbell, I'm a Nero guy, mate. So I don't know. I'm not sure if the incentives have got to be pretty damn high to convert us.
Well, mate, I actually love Starbucks cold brew. Starbucks cold brew, mate. That is the one. I've tried it at. Where have I tried it else at? A few other coffee shops do not nail it the same way Starbucks do. So, mate,
have you had your first pumpkin spice of the season, mate?
No, mate, it's way too early for that. Way too early for pumpkin spice. I just in the morning walking down the street pre-gym, get myself a cold brew, and away we go, mate. Away we go, and full of caffeine. All
That's
good from Starbucks.
Good stuff, man. That's interesting. Look forward to seeing how that one evolves, and getting involved down the line. Okay, good stuff, man. So next up, there's $100 million VC fund for Web3 entertainment. Woo! Big bucks, big bucks. I mean, Barbell, we've said it for a long time in the Scoop, haven't we? The music industry, the entertainment industry, it's ripe for evolution within the NFT space. I mean,
absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, so what's going on here with the Near Foundation?
So you got the Near Foundation. They've done a partnership with Cyrus Ventures. So Cyrus Ventures are the organization behind the Near blockchain. So Near's a pretty successful blockchain in its own right. But what they've come out to do is they have got $100 million VC fund, and that is going to be used specifically for Web3 and NFT projects within the music, gaming, film categories, right? So look, we've said it for a while. The entertainment industry, gaming, music, film, it's ripe for disruption. This is going to really allow the creators to give creators more power. At the moment, the music industry is dominated by a number of different music records. Same with the film industry. This is going to give the audience more voting rights into how music films are shaped, but it's also going to make sure that the creators are actually rewarded more. This is a clear use case, in my opinion, for NFTs. And in order to hit real world adoption. So we're not just talking about PFPs here, although we love PFPs. This is a real use case for NFT technology. And I'm really excited about it. And seeing news like this really just cements some of the thought processes we've all had internally here.
For sure, man. We're seeing it more and more, aren't we? Obviously, we were reporting last week on H's album was the first sort of chart-topping album released in NFT format as well. So it's clearly becoming more and more common. So it's be exciting to see what happens.
Absolutely.
And next, we've got another celebrity project suffering issues. Well, this time it's going legal as well. So rapper Tyga is facing a $500,000 lawsuit, right, for breaching a contract involving an NFT project. So Creation Technologies had allegedly agreed with the rapper to put out 3 sets of NFTs, with Tyga agreeing to help facilitate the design, creation, production, marketing, sale, and distribution of these NFTs in exchange for the use and incorporation of Tyga's name, image, likeness, music, and artwork. Well, when it came to the launch, Tyga is being accused of not holding up his end of the deal because he didn't post about the project on Instagram or Twitter. He cancelled media interviews, social media appearances, etc. What do you reckon to this, Barbell?
Well, it's one of them. I mean, celebrity NFTs seem to have a bit tainted. They just are at the moment. And this guy, I don't know too much about Tyga, but I mean, does he need the cash? So, not posting on Instagram, Twitter, media interviews. I can see why that happens in the celebrity world, right? It's one of them.
Interesting. Like, these celebrity NFTs just seem to be flop after flop, man. Like, what do you think it is that causes that?
I personally think that when celebrities do it correctly, what they're able to do is that they actually understand Web3 culture. They engage with people and partner and bring on advisors with people who can engage with Web3 culture, really understand how to make those, because marketing is very different within Web2 and Web3. So I think often that they rely on their Web2 presence, the presence they've built on social media in order to sell these NFTs. And they probably underestimate what it actually takes to sell out an NFT collection. So I think there's an element of sloppiness there. I think the concepts, they're just selling their name. They're just selling their name. The concept, the utilities, the reward schemes, they're not often thought through hard enough, and the artwork is really sloppy, what we see a lot of the time. So yeah, I think people are underestimating what it actually takes. And look, we are way beyond the period where you can just pump out PFPs. Like that is dead in the water.
So if you were giving one piece of advice to a celebrity wanting to launch an NFT project today, what would you say to them?
Yeah, I mean, it's just don't rest on your laurels. Yes, you have a massive following, but we are way beyond the point in the market where you can just deploy another PFP. Like, maybe a year ago that was going to work, but now you need to have innovation. You need to have a really strong community. You need to understand Web3 marketing. You need to be in it for the long run. People are wising up now to NFT projects, so they're the type of things that I would advise them to do. Don't rest on your laurels for your current fan base. Half your current fan base aren't going to understand what Web3 is. You need to make it very easy for them to onboard. But in order to attract the Web3 audiences as well, you really need to understand the culture and the marketing which it takes in order to launch an NFT project.
Do you think it's necessary for big names and celebrities to actually be involved personally themselves in the space, or do you think they can get away with hiring help to help them facilitate that?
Look, I think in order to project their brand and them, of course they're going to have some input. But I think bringing on advisors who are Web3 natives, bringing on companies who specialize in Web3 infrastructure, mint experiences, all of that stuff. So yeah, absolutely. These things, these celebrities, these music artists, they're not solo in a way. They've got teams, producers around them. It's the same. They're launching an extension into Web3 here, which is to better connect with their fans. You need a strong team around it. So absolutely. They need to be involved in order to project who they are and their message. But, you've got to have a team around you. Yeah, fundamentally agree.
Good stuff. Well, getting into the music and entertainment industry. So Kingship have finally found a producer for the band. So, I mean, this is pretty big stuff. I mean, we've been covering this since, God, it must have been about July. For anyone that hasn't been following them, Kingship are the first supergroup signed to a major record comprised of 3 bored apes and a rare mutant ape. So this is like groundbreaking stuff, hey?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Kingship are really interesting because, like you've just mentioned, they've leveraged the IP of the bored apes and the mutant ape. They've got some really interesting people behind them. You've got, I think, Jimmy McNellis, Celine Joshua, who's very connected to Universal Records. And they're essentially trying to create a Web3 supergroup. So there's going to be real people behind these apes, real artists, and they're going to be producing a band. But what's even more important now is that they have just found a producer. Now, this producer's done people like Eminem, Kanye, Jay-Z, Beyonce. So again, the music industry, we have said it for a while, it is ripe for disruption. Kingship are carving a path in what they're doing there, and they're really reinventing and writing the playbook. So yes, really exciting stuff.
So this it's a combined effort, am I right in saying, between Hit Boy and James Fauntleroy?
I think so. Yeah, I think that's the case. I think it is a combined effort, is what I understand.
So I mean, the music that they're producing themselves, I mean, so that's coming from the producers with the face of the apes as the front men of the band, pretty much.
Yeah. The apes are the front men. So there will be real artists, real producers, real music being made behind, but they're leveraging the IP of the bored apes, and I think,
and that revenue is going to be split with the IP owners of those apes, I'm assuming.
Well, Jimmy McNellis, I think he owns those bored apes, and he's one of the co-founders of Kingship.
Right.
Yeah, I think what's really interesting as well is that you've got personalities behind these bored apes, which are the real artists in real life, and they've helped to shape the narrative and story in what Kingship are trying to achieve. So they're connecting with people, they're connecting with their artists, they're embedding with Web3. Really, really exciting what they're looking to achieve.
Nice, man. Exciting stuff. Well, I think the Scoopometer is going off the charts on this one. So we'll be looking forward to reporting how these guys get on and wish them all the best on that one. I'll tell you what, though, man, another project that has gone off the charts this week is got to be Pumping Parrots. I mean, what about these guys then, eh?
Mate. Can you bring them up? Can you bring Pumping Parrots up?
Yeah, man, for sure. The Pumping Parrots. They're pretty Moonbird-esque, eh?
I mean, look at these. So, I mean, do you know what? It's actually the type of pixelated art that tends to do well in the NFT land. I mean, we're talking meme lands and also moonbirds, that type of thing. So these type of things typically do well, but this is a complete apparent. I mean, I think you can see the rules there. If you buy for 0.1, sell for 0.2. If you buy for 0.3, sell for 0.6.
So mate, so this is just pure Ponzi. Like, there's no, there's no holding back. They're telling you exactly what the score is. The aim is to be a Ponzi scheme, right? You buy and then you sell when floor price hits double.
Well, you buy and then you set the floor price higher, you double the floor price yourself for somebody else to buy. It was never going to be sustainable. It's managed to hit 1 ETH. It's complete shite, which is coming into the market. The audacity to come out with something like this in such a tough time. But look, they went up to a 1 ETH floor. They went up to a 1 ETH floor while other decent projects have struggled to achieve that. Do we say hats off to the pumping Parrots? I don't know, but look, it's complete trash. Do not put your money into these type of schemes. We may now see a trend of this happening. We've seen this typically when these meme style projects come out, and then we see derivatives happening. So, we may see that. Watch out for it, and just be vigilant, because this type of stuff is complete trash. And yeah, it's not going to go very far. Obviously, they rose to 1 ETH. I think now they're sitting around 0.25. So look, I mean, it's pumped up, nearly hit an ETH. The founders would have made a ton of money. There's lots of transactions going on. Fair play in a way, but yeah, unlucky for the community. Many people are going to get burnt from that, and not want to make a return to NFTs.
Yeah, probably best avoided.
I might buy one. Not financial advice. I might buy
one. YOLO, baby.
Exactly.
All right, man. Well, so looking at the overall state of the market, we're not going to drag this one out too long, but things, I mean, I think we'll both agree they're pretty shaky still in the NFT market. Overall sentiment is still pretty cold, really. Volumes are low. The NFT blue chip index over the past 30 days is still trending downwards. But look, that being said, every week we do continue to see large capital by VC firms being deployed into the Web3 and the NFT industry week on week. As well as we've seen with Starbucks, for example, global conglomerates adopting the technology. Look, I mean, crypto's seen an uptick over the past 7 days, sure, with ETH's been rising, ETH's risen 7%, Bitcoin 10%. And I mean, of course, all eyes really are on the merge. It's the big news of the week. So what's going on here then, Barbell?
Okay, so the merge, we can't underestimate what's going on here. The merge is the most significant event in crypto history, probably since the inception of Bitcoin. This news is big. There's lots of stuff to unpack, but this is going to be for the better for Ethereum. Now, what is essentially happening is Ethereum is moving from proof of work to proof of stake. At the moment, proof of work requires a number of different computers around the world, which are miners, which put up time, computational power, and essentially expends a lot of energy in order to verify and validate the network. Now, what's happening with the merge is, and why it is called the merge, one, we're going to proof of stake, which I'll explain in a minute, but two, literally the Ethereum mainnet chain is merging with the proof of stake chain. So these are going to merge, and it's going to happen simultaneously. Okay, so we've got the Google countdown timer. Just bring that up. Where are we at the moment with that? So
Close.
we are 1 day, 20 hours, and 50 minutes away from the merge at time of recording. So yeah, look, proof of stake is what it's going to mean is people who hold Ethereum are going to be able to stake Ethereum, and that is their way, because previously in proof of work, you would prove that you have capital at stake by providing energy, and you would do that through the miners, the computers. With proof of stake, people are now putting their Ethereum up, they're staking it, and that is proving they have capital, proving they have skin in the game, and they're gonna be able to validate the network. Now, here are the key things. We can, in the link below, we'll give a full breakdown and a blog in order for you to delve deep into the merge. But here are the key things that you need to know. Ethereum is going to become 99% more energy efficient than it is today. Now, I think if you're reading the Scoop newsletter, but just to give you an idea of the difference to this, just to give you a visualization, Bitcoin at the moment is using, and this is height comparisons, right? Bitcoin is essentially like using the same amount of energy in terms of height as the Burj Khalifa. Compare that to Ethereum proof of work, you're talking the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Now, when we move to proof of stake in terms of reduction of energy consumption, this is like the size of a screw. So I want you to imagine these heights in terms of energy consumption. We've got Burj Khalifa Bitcoin, we've got Ethereum proof of work, which is Leaning Tower of Pisa, and then a screw. Like, that is a significant drop. We're talking 99.9% drop in energy consumption. Yes, there you go. We can see that there. So these are represented, and this isn't the amount of energy that each building uses. This is just a height representation. So that is big. And I think as well, that is going to allow ETH potentially to become ESG compliant. ESG compliant makes it more attractive for big institutional investors who have sustainability goals that they need to hit, because it's much more efficient. ESG compliance, that's more attractive to big institutional investors, and it could even cause them could even cause Ethereum to flip Bitcoin from a market cap perspective. That is one of the major changes.
I guess, I mean, for example, someone like Starbucks, as we were talking about earlier, they've had to use Polygon, for example, in the past. Do you think this is going to entice large corporations to maybe start building on Ethereum instead?
I still think that there's still going to be massive room for layer 2 scaling solutions, Polygon, Arbitrum, Optimism, that type of thing. Because what is not happening with the merges, fees will still be quite high. Gas fees will still be quite high. And also the speed of transactions will still be the same. So we're still going to need those layer 2 scaling solutions. In fact, the merge is actually, as well as the energy consumption reduction, some of the changes are actually allowing it and setting it up for scalability and growth. So it's going to be able to work even better with these layer 2 scaling solutions and ultimately increase adoption. I think as well, there's going to be less issuance. Okay, so there's going to be less issuance of Ethereum because there's less miners who need to be paid out, which happened in proof of work. So because there's less miners that need to get paid out, there's less issuance. Now, miners previously, I think it was about $22 million a day, they would market sell that Ethereum that they got paid, okay, in order just to run their businesses. So that's creating some sell pressure all the time on Ethereum. That's out the window. So it should just give us a bit of an uptick there from a price perspective. That is going to cause ETH to be more scarce. You know what happens to supply and demand? Okay, so price go up, number go up, and all that. And again, staking. So staking is taking Ethereum off the market. It's reducing the available supply of Ethereum. That in itself, from a price perspective, you think in theory should increase the price of Ethereum, but also you're going to get a yield for those who stake. So you get rewarded as a yield. Again, attractive for investors who want to stake, lock up, attractive for big institutional investors, So you've got institutional appetite. You've got ETH being staked and take off the market. You've got more open, is more available for scalability. And it's 99% more compliant. 99% more energy efficient, ESG compliant. There's a lot of bull catalyst there. There's a lot.
It sounds like a really positive move, man. I mean, obviously, there's been so much hype and talk for, the longest time over this merge. I mean, obviously, there's been some complications in actually doing this. What's been holding the team back?
It's a complex process, man. There's lots of moving parts. And think about it. What they're doing is they're almost switching engines mid-flight. Okay, so that's not an easy thing to accomplish. It's like, they're like, if you imagine if you're a plane, it's like you're switching engine mid-flight and with no downtime. So this had to be tested. This had to be tested on a number of different test networks in order to make sure that the whole thing doesn't crash. So look, it's a big thing. But what I would say is, this we can't dumb down the significance of what's trying to be achieved here. Like I say, imagine it as you are trying to switch a plane engine mid-flight without any downtime. It's difficult. So Look, it could be a rocky ride. The merge should happen Thursday this week. It could be a rocky ride. I mean, I'm hoping for an absolute smooth transition, but we could see some turbulence, is what I'm saying.
Exciting times, I guess. In terms of price, I mean, we've seen obviously some positive price movement this week. ETH rising, about 7% or so. Do you think the market's fully factored in the news by now? Do you think we're going to see a bit of a drop off following the merge itself?
I think we will see a drop off following the merge. Buy the rumor, sell the news is a typical thing that happens. It's just market psychologies, right?
Sure.
But the merge is in no way, in my opinion, priced in. So for years to come now, I can see 15, 20K Ethereum. Now, I'm not saying this is going to be a year, 2 years, but I'm saying in the future, this could be the case. It is super bullish, scalability, less energy. There's just a lot of stuff going on. And I know that the wider community and the devs who are involved in it they're all getting really excited. So it's a big, big move for Ethereum.
Cool, man. So, I mean, as an everyday NFT trader, is there anything we need to be aware of? Anything we need to actually do, or is everything just going on behind the scenes with regards to the merge?
Yeah, it's a really good question because the straightforward answer is no. As an investor or a holder of Ethereum, people don't need to do anything. Just sit back, let the big brains take care of that one. But I think it's really important to say, please be vigilant, guys, because there's many people who may not know the details of the merge. It is opening doors ripe for scams, right? Okay, click this link to merge to the new blockchain or merge to the new Ethereum or verify your wallet, put your private key in. These are the type of things you'll see on Discord messages. You'll see phishing links coming through your email. You may see links on Twitter. So just be vigilant, guys. You don't need to do anything. You've heard it from the barbell's mouth. If you have an issue, come over to my place. We'll sort it out. But seriously, you don't need to do anything. It's absolutely fine. Just relax, let it happen. Good. I think it's bullish long term. I'd say dollar cost average into Ethereum is what I'm doing for the next 3 to 5 years. Whether you want to take that or not, more than welcome, but not financial advice and all that stuff. So,
yeah, no, 100%, Matt. I mean, it's times of change and an uncertainty like this, I guess, that scammers look to capitalize and make the most on people, people's unawareness, essentially. And it's like you said, it's straightforward. You don't need to do anything. Like, just let it all roll on behind the scenes. Things will tick on as normal, and all being well, there won't be any disruption to the system. So yeah, good stuff, man. So look, there's one project we want to talk about as well that's popped up on the horizon that I think we both agree is particularly interesting, and that's the yoga pets.
Namaste, my man.
Namaste, indeed.
Yeah, yoga pets, they look really exciting. Not that I'm a yogi myself, but it is obviously a massive, massive industry. And what's really exciting about yoga pets is they're incorporating mental health, exercise, gamification. It's a 10K PFP collection. You can see here that they're promoting a balanced life, mindfulness. But again, these pixelated avatars, people like them. We're still in the pixelated era. You've got the Moonbirds, Meme Land. And you can see here the Web3 lifestyle app. So I think from what it looks like to me is they're actually going to allow you to connect your app, your Apple Watch to whatever Web3 lifestyle app they're doing, and you're going to be able to earn, I think it's Prana token.
I think it is.
Yeah. So Prana token is going to allow you to upgrade these avatars, and then supposedly fight the evil forces in their storyboard. So it really reminds me of sort of Tamagotchi, Pokemon. People love that shit.
That's cool. Are all the different NFTs are different yoga poses? Hey,
they are. Yeah. So I really like the penguin doing the cobra. If you go up, you can see that.
Where was that?
It's quite funny.
These are hilarious, man.
Yeah, well, there's a crocodile doing the cobra there. There you go.
Look at that. Those are class. Love them.
So, but what's really exciting about this project is they have an insane board of partners and advisors. Now, one of those is 9gag CEO, as you can see there. Now, 9gag CEO is the CEO of Memeland, very, very popular and successful NFT project, great culture, great community, and also they have an in real life business and community as well. But if you actually look, if we actually open up Memeland,
would you look at that?
It's like a carbon copy, you know. So you scroll down.
I'll go back to the yoga.
Do you know what I mean? So very, very similar stuff. Yeah, exactly. So is there opportunity here for these metaverses to join forces? I think this shows that Memeland have got a really strong influence on this project and are working hard with them to make it a success. Memeland definitely know what they're doing. People love them. They've had a really good phased reveal of their potatoes, which is still ongoing. I think the fact that they've got Memeland as an advisor is fantastic. But secondly, I think it's Kong or Kung is the CEO of Yoga Pairs. So this is Kung's or Kong's, however you want to pronounce it. So I believe he's had some involvement in Memeland. But what else is interesting is they're launching. So he is launching a Kung's Premiere NFT. Now that is very, very similar to the URMVP NFT drop released by Memeland. Now these went to a floor price of like 35 ETH. And if you are lucky enough to have one of these collections, and these are going to be the base for the ecosystem, you're going to get free Yoga Pets mints as well as others. And that video is really cool as well. Whoever's done that. Have you seen that? So I think
it's one of those that keeps going in and in and in.
Yeah,
right?
It's class. So really well thought out stuff. Again, plays on nostalgia. It's got that cartoon fun feel to it. They have a lot of similarities in terms of their structure, their mint structure, their I guess NFT tokenomics to Memeland. Memeland have performed very well. The URMVP parent token rising to up to 35 ETH. I think they're sitting at around 30 now. But then you also have the potatoes, which rose to like a floor in this market of like 1.6, 1.8 just for the floor price. So as well as Memeland, I also think that it's quite a cool concept. It's a cool project. You know, they're cute creatures. It does work. Adults will love it too. It's promoting mental health. I think it's definitely a good project to keep your eye on. So make sure that you follow Kung's Twitter, which we'll put down in the links below, but also join the Yoga Pets Discord for a potential chance of whitelist. So very
nice,
good.
Man. Do you know when they're launching?
Well, they said Kung's NFT has said sometime in September that they're launching the Premier NFT. Cool. So listen, I think it's going to be soon. That might be the baseline parent NFT, as I mentioned, the Kung's Premier, but not quite sure when the 10K PFP ones will be released. But yeah, I think it's bullish, and I'd definitely be minting one if I had that opportunity. So overall, great project so far.
Nice, man. Watch this space. Okay, guys, breaking news just in. Doodles have raised $54 million at a $704 million valuation. Come on, the dudes. These guys are making some serious waves right now. Barbara, what is going on here? This is pretty massive.
Well, that is crazy valuation. Amazing stuff, though. Amazing to see. I mean, you've got the likes of Yuga Labs. They have a valuation of $4 billion. Obviously, these guys are still far off, but it looks like they are really cementing themselves as a solid blue chip. Within the industry. Obviously, they partner with people like Pharrell Williams. They're looking to attack the entertainment industry. They're seriously making some waves. And what are the sales like? Like, are these like every minute? How are they looking at the moment?
1 minute ago, 3 minutes ago, 3 minutes ago, 3 minutes ago, 3 minutes ago, 6 minutes ago, 7 minutes ago. Yeah, man. Like these are. I swear, when we were talking earlier, these were like 7.2, 7.3.
Wow. So the floor price is, what is it now?
9.25.
9.25. I mean, that is
9.4 up again.
Have a look at the duplicators. Can you look at those?
Let's have a look at the dupes. Any more interest for duplicates? 1.37. That was up. I think they were definitely down sub 1 not too long ago. A minute ago, 3 minutes ago, 6 minutes ago, 7 minutes ago. Yeah,
Yes, the
they're
sales are
flying.
flying up for these guys as well. So, I mean, guys, a little bit of alpha there. I mean, this news is going to be all over the place. So, yeah, don't get caught buying the top. But if you are looking to enter the Doodles ecosystem, then Duplicator could be one. It's a cheaper alternative and a bit of a secondary into the Doodles ecosystem. But wow, yeah, that is big news. I mean, we had Moonbirds last week, 50 million raise. Now we've got Doodles. It's like we say, man, like, yes, there's certain projects and the market might be low volume, but this is a builder's market. This is an absolute builder's market. You've got money, VC money flowing into these projects with long-term potential. The NFT space isn't going anywhere. Is not going anywhere slightly one bit. This is bullish. I love seeing big capital inflows into the industry that we all love and know. So yeah, phenomenal news from the dudes.
Yeah, no, it's really exciting stuff, and obviously there's a lot of talk around Doodles 2 as well on the horizon. So who knows where these guys are going to go? Awesome, good stuff, Barbell. Great chatting to you as always, man.
As always, mate. Anchor, it's been a pleasure.
Guys, if you haven't already, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you smash that bell notification so you don't miss a thing. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the NFT Scoop newsletter, totally free to your inbox twice a week. The latest opinions, news, the hottest stories, the hottest projects. Don't miss a thing. If you've got any questions, thoughts, and let us know in the comments. Till next time, Barbell. Cheers, man.
See you later.
Wanna hear you go.